Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's reading time. This is for your Mercury retrograde in full. It will be in the description. This is for the full thing from the pre-shadow into the end of the post-shadow. We're actually going to start with like 2 or 3 of these just to get like major themes. Express your love. Stay optimistic about your love life with soulmate coming out. Heart-to-heart conversations. Codependency in reverse. Okay, grabbing some tarot. Hermit in reverse. 7 of Wands. Knight of Cups. Lovers, Ace of Wands, High Priestess. Judgment in reverse, Empress bottom of the deck. 10 of Pentacles, 2 more please. 4 of Swords and 6 of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, bottom of the deck. Definitely looks like you'll be having some kind of really important conversation over the entirety of Mercury retrograde. Maybe for some of you this is like next couple weeks, maybe for some of you this is towards the end. Heart-to-heart conversations, so honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And we have express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Of confirmation, we have Knight of Cups coming out. This is our most romantic energy in the deck. If any energy is going to come in with that declaration of feelings, it's Knight of Cups. The Ace of Wands, this person's going to feel like kind of pushed to do this. It's inspired action, very passionate. So like this combination is really giving like, this is how I feel. Not being afraid to fully express the full depth of emotion. Which I don't know if you've gotten that so far. 7 of Wands, this is kind of a defensive energy. It's being very ready to protect yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your peace. That might be you guys as well. But I feel like there hasn't been the most vulnerability in this connection so far. I feel like there has been a lot of like no one wanting to say too much. No one wanting to be the person who's expressing more or the person who feels more, because that's vulnerable and that's scary, and there's been a huge hesitation there. 4 of Swords and Hermit in reverse. I don't know if this connection's been at a bit of a pause. It doesn't have to be separation. It can just be maybe like feeling not quite as connected as you have before. Maybe you feel like progress has stalled out a little bit. This is just resting, retreating, being in kind of your own space with 4 of Swords. Some of you may literally need to be sleeping more, honestly. There could be some insomnia going on here. Someone's definitely like not resting enough. So this retrograde might be a good time to slow down and take that rest. A lot of like, oh no, it's Mercury retrograde kind of energy out there. It's just time to revisit things, to kind of slow down. It's just retrograde, it's revision, that's it. It's nothing scary. Some of you will be having like a lot more rest time, of that time to introspect. This connection was even stalled out for a reason. You weren't able to see each other very much for a period of time. You guys haven't been able to communicate very often. I feel like for both of you individually over this retrograde, you guys are both going to slow down, give you guys the opportunity to reflect on this relationship. By the end of the post-shadow for sure, you guys will be able to come out of that hermit mode and that kind of forced reflection, and you'll be able to again like have that heart-to-heart conversation. Try to stay optimistic about your love life. I think some of you have been struggling to be optimistic about this connection. Whatever struggles you guys have had, whether it is like not necessarily knowing where this person stands emotionally, if there is a bit of a timeout here, it has been difficult for sure. I know easier said than done, but try to stay optimistic. Things are happening for a reason. With codependency in reverse, there might be some unhealthy patterns that this time apart was engineered to give you guys an opportunity to break those patterns. Slow down, regroup, so that you guys can come back together and move forward. 6 of Swords is leaving things behind that don't serve you anymore. It's packing up, moving on. It's always moving towards something healthier and more fulfilling. In reverse, there can be an aspect of devil you know over devil you don't. There's a hesitation to move forward because even if something isn't the healthiest, if it's a pattern that's perpetuated for a long time, the human brain likes patterns. It likes familiarity. It likes knowing what to expect. Always be some discomfort in leaving a comfort zone, even if it's an unhealthy pattern. And I feel like this is very much related, and it's moving out of these codependent patterns. Tell me, what are we talking about with these like codependent habits? Eight of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, the Star, Empress, shocking. Okay, this, yeah, that's way too many. Two of Cups did come out. One more, please. What are the patterns being broken here? Okay, Two of Cups did come out. That's great. What are the patterns being broken here? Saw the Devil kind of trying to come out there. Tower. Okay. Tower and Six of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles with Temperance in reverse, bottom of the deck. This all makes a lot of sense now. The person you're connected to does have some insecurities with King of Wands in reverse. There's a lot more self-doubt than maybe they let on. King of Wands upright is a very confident, self-assured energy. So in reverse, it can be kind of like putting that persona on. There might be a bit of like a bravado that they put on in front of other people to try to cover up those insecurities. When they feel like a Tower moment may be coming, they feel like there could be some kind of upheaval in the relationship. Maybe one of those relationship milestones is coming up and it's kind of time to have a harder conversation, or there's some kind of conflict and breaking up could be on the table because there's a conflict, and there's always a chance that relationships don't survive conflict. Or maybe they have a pattern in the past where their relationships typically don't survive conflict. Either they get triggered because they feel like there could be a breakdown in the relationship, even like taking a step forward, and that's just where the Tower and the change aspect comes in. That can be triggering for them as well. Getting like the 3 C's of avoidant attachment. These are the 3 things that typically trigger the avoidant to pull back, and it's like conflict, commitment, and Christmas. By the time we get to the end of the post shadow, we're pretty close to Christmas, so that makes a lot of sense. Whenever they feel like some kind of big change is coming in the connection, their pattern is to go silent with 8 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands, put their walls up. That's their unhealthy habit in a relationship. But you guys, and here's where the codependent aspect comes in, if they go silent, you go hard. Like, they go silent, you go, you chase. Temperance in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. If this person pulls back and stops investing in the relationship, you guys have a pattern of like, okay, bet. I will do the emotional labor and I'll make the effort for both of us. Both of these cards upright talk about reciprocity and fairness and equal give and take and equal investment. If this person pulls back, if people in the past have pulled back, you're like, okay. If they start doing less, you pick up the slack. You start doing more. You start overexerting yourself and overgiving. My hearing, and this isn't meant to be like that much of a call out, pathological urge to overgive. A lot of you, like that codependent tendency of overgiving patterns, come from a place of feeling like you need to earn love. You need to be useful enough. You need to do enough. You need to prove your worth and your value by giving. It's led to a long history of you guys like honestly kind of burning yourselves out in relationships. What this retrograde is for you guys is breaking that habit of codependency, recognizing that if they pull back, you don't overgive, focusing on keeping your own energy safe, really like maintaining your mental health, even if this person pulls back, even if someone goes silent. Touched on it in the last reading I did on here, interpreting temperance as a regulated nervous system. This came up in a personal reading. I haven't interpreted the star this way ever, but in this deck specifically, we have these vertebrae here. The star being hope and faith and optimism, trusting in the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Trusting that you are being guided and that things are going to work out for you. Having that faith that gives you this strength to have this like really strong backbone. That's what this overall lesson for you guys during this retrograde season is. Breaking those codependent patterns. So if this person specifically, or anyone in the future, if your partner goes silent and pulls back, learning how to regulate your nervous system during those times where they get triggered, so they go silent, but their silence triggers you. Stay regulated in those moments, and honestly, instead of having this high anxiety response and wanting to chase them and wanting to overgive, you don't need to match their energy in like, okay, if they run away, I'm gonna run away too. This isn't to say to get into some like tit for tat, they didn't respond for 6 hours, so now I'm not responding for 8 hours. But it's going from like, if they run away, you chase. And now it's just like, if they run away, you stay still. That stillness and that strength and that backbone coming from, again, this optimism and this trust that things are meant to work out for you. The Judgment in reverse, you guys have been pretty doubtful in divine timing, in all of this, honestly. Maybe you guys are typically able to trust your intuition. Typically, Wheel of Fortune, someone who trusts divine timing. But then again, it's like they go silent and that triggers you so hard that you're kind of just like, no. All of a sudden, it's like all of this stuff is fake. Why do I even believe this? So doubtful. Like, maybe this isn't even right. Maybe this was never my soul tie person in the first place. Maybe things aren't working out for me. That's not the case whatsoever. You are an incredible person, Empress energy. If anyone deserves the happily ever after, anyone deserves things to work out, it's you. Trusting that if it's not this person, it means it's because it's someone else. And even if things do break down, it's because it was never meant for you in the first place. Really what this is, like, this person was put in kind of a timeout. Things were at a pause so they could reflect on how they need to kind of stop going silent when they get triggered and they need to actually express themselves. And again, we saw heart-to-heart conversation. It does look like that's happening. But in the meantime, you guys are being taught to sit in that silence and regulate yourselves so you don't overgive and overgive and overgive, breaking that pattern of feeling like you need to earn love. This is out there for you. If not this person specifically, it's out there for you anyway. We have 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, 2 of Cups, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. 2 different soul connection cards here as well. With 2 of Cups, the emotions are reciprocal here. This person does see long-term commitment with 10 of Pentacles with you. There is just some healing that needs to happen before you guys could really do this. Just because the journey is maybe taking a little longer than you anticipated doesn't mean that it's not happening. Soul connections don't mean you absolutely have to be together for the rest of your lives. Sometimes a soul connection does mean that you come into each other's lives, you force some healing, teach each other some things, you learn some lessons, and then you part ways. Again, it does look like improvement is coming in. It does look like, you know, that emotional conversation that really helps move things forward is coming in. The whole point of this reading and the whole lesson in this retrograde is that you'd be okay either way. Things that may be relevant, we have Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, and Sagittarius energy. Your big 3, that can be this person's big 3. This can also be seasons in which like important events happen in each other's lives. This past Virgo season is when this like whatever separation or timeout or retreat started. Mercury retrograde is taking us into Sagittarius season, so that makes a lot of sense to see this. For some of you, this conversation and actually moving forward is happening towards the end of retrograde season, which would be in Sag season. So there are 3 of these, please. Yeah, healthy choices, twin flames, bottom of the deck. What's trying to come out is this tower, essentially, energy with grounding underneath. I think we're... Oh, what else is trying to come out is wedding rings. Okay, I think we'll take it like that. The whole point of this retrograde season is showing you what happens when you get triggered so that you can make a healthier choice instead of that triggered response. And for them, it's okay, maybe it's time to have a conversation. Maybe there is conflict to be worked through. You can't have a relationship that never ever has conflict. Them learning how to stay grounded and stay more stable. They stay still instead of running when they have that triggered response. You guys, if they do get triggered and they do run, staying grounded, staying in this like permanence staying still because you love yourselves and you know your worth, and you're not going to go chase someone. Forgive with this need to prove your worth to someone. It's like the runner needs to learn to stop running and the chaser needs to learn to stop chasing, and both people need to learn how to stay in that moment, which makes so much sense for a twin flame dynamic. We have yin yang imbalance, union duality, complementing and polar opposites. Twin flames are notorious for being incredibly triggering relationships. In the sense that it is the catalyst of healing. That's what it is. There's a lot of weird misinformation out there, so if you don't want to take that label, if you want to throw that out, go right ahead. It does not have to be this person specifically. Maybe it is for some of you, maybe it's not. Your free will and your discernment, of course, is going to come into play here. Whatever lessons are being learned throughout this retrograde season is going to help you guys be in a space where you can have this long-term relationship. We have wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, and devotion. 333, as we're saying this. Again, this 10 of Pentacles, like both of you individually need to learn these lessons so that you can get here one day. Finishing up, let's just get some synastry here. Yeah, nurture and compassion, isolating in reverse, and coming out of that hermit mode and being more loving, really showing how you feel more in this relationship. Ace of Pentacles, self-worth, Mercury. Some of you will be getting some kind of like really solid gesture. I feel like for most of you, it is that conversation. I don't know if maybe you guys will talk about commitment, or you guys will make some kind of like plan how to move things forward, but either way, it is like a step towards stability, self-worth, expectations. They have this deep-rooted fear that if there is conflict in the relationship, no one wants to actually like work through that with them, or no one deep down really wants to be in a commitment with them. Deep down, they feel like they're not worthy of that, and they feel like they will be rejected, and that's why they run. They're trying to get out ahead of it. This is a lesson for them. Stay still. Maybe someone, in fact, does want to put the work in to make a relationship work with you because they think you're worth it. They need to learn to see themselves that way. You guys don't need to prove your value to anyone. You are an intrinsically valuable person. You don't need to do and give to convince someone. This is so typical of twin flames, is that you have matching inner wounds, and then the way you guys react to it is the direct opposite. Mercury, doing a Mercury retrograde reading. Obviously you're getting messages and communication, traveling forward, 6 of Swords again, progressing. Maybe there's actual distance involved, but doesn't have to be. Yeah, detachment, Ace of Cups, and Divine Feminine. I feel like this is a healthy detachment instead of codependent patterns. It's definitely not to say like close off to this person. Again, it's not like they're running so you should run in the opposite direction. We're still emotionally available. You have a cup to give and you're able to accept their cup. You're not going to give your cup and then you're going to fill their cup for them. I think for a lot of you guys, you're going to feel detached by comparison. You have those codependent patterns, then healthy attachment probably feels detached by comparison. Yeah, we have an apology, forgiveness, karma, balance, justice. Maybe that's part of the heart-to-heart conversation, is by the end of the post-shadow, I think you're going to feel a lot more centered. Yeah, commitment, home, family, facade and beliefs though, forming structure and solid foundation. Breaking some of these false beliefs so that you can, again, be more grounded and stay still and have a more solid relationship that can lead to these higher levels of commitment. Okay. North Node, cosmic purpose. You guys met for a reason. You guys have been put in each other's lives for a reason. The lessons you guys are learning through being in each other's lives are helping both of you as individuals become aligned with that higher version of yourselves. Sun, strength, empowerment. Yeah, standing still in your strength so you can be open to receive some kind of romantic offer. This is more so them having to learn to be open to receive. You have those running patterns. I think they're coming in with some kind of romantic offer. Like one more, I think. Pluto, transformation, comfort zone, south node, past lack, suffering in reverse. Ooh, really intense personal growth. letting go of these wounds from the past, this lack mentality, them having people in their past who maybe made them feel like they weren't worth putting a lot of effort in, you guys feeling like you had to carry the entire burden of the relationship. Whatever it was, releasing these past wounds, breaking out of this comfort zone, again, that comfort zone of codependent patterns. Pluto transformation, this like ego death energy. Again, you guys have been put in a bit of a retreat, a bit of a time out away from each other, so that you guys can learn these really transformative lessons individually. We also have North and South node synastry. I think that's going to be a really, really big synchronicity, is that if you guys have the same North and South node. Okay, finishing up. We have summer being relevant. I think I said like Virgo season for some of you. That's when this like bit of a disconnect started. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, you guys, some of you guys need to let go of your fake account. I'm sorry, I was not expecting that literal of a call out to come out. With meditation, again, learning to ground your energy, regulate your nervous system. They only have eyes for you, absolutely focused on you. They are loyal to you. They just really struggle to show things like that. We have hazel eyes. We have phone call. So for some of you, you guys are getting a phone call. Letting go of these blockages. Someone might play a lot of sports. Tell me more. Yeah, you guys will be getting some kind of offer because they absolutely love you. Someone might have a father wound. Maybe both of you do. Maybe that's where some of those wounds initiated. Someone might wear a uniform for work. Someone might have a lot of tattoos. You guys, literally opposites, matching inner wounds, but then the way you guys respond to it are opposites. A lot of healing coming in. Like 2 more. Thank you. Yeah, we have brown eyes. This was at a pause, but no one's running out of time. I feel like this is especially relevant for you guys. The longer that there's a pause, the less likely things are that they're ever going to work out, which is not true. Sometimes time is exactly what's needed. No one's running out of time. There's no countdown. Everything's okay. Things are happening in divine timing. This pause was divinely orchestrated for a reason, literally to give space for an awakening, for all of this change, for this healing. Things wouldn't have worked. Like, honestly, until you guys address those patterns, like both of you as individuals, this relationship would not have worked. You guys needed, literally, you guys needed this time out, so try to chill out. It happened for a reason. We also have like Doberman energy. So again, this person might kind of struggle with the vulnerability side of things. Focus on your self-care. Again, focus on grounding your energy, regulating your nervous system. Winter coming out, which again, I think the end of this retrograde takes us into winter. I feel like by the end of this retrograde, like end of the post shadow, I feel like things are gonna be so much better between the two of you.